Okay, let's start. Good afternoon once again. My name is Jos Steutelings. Most of you a familiar name. I am the Managing Director of VIGC, which stands for the Flemish Innovation Center for Graphic Communication, and we are based in the Antwerp region in Belgium. Thanks for joining us this afternoon at this second pre-event towards our European Graphic Arts Hackathon on the 25th and the 26th of October. As last time, I also want to introduce you to my partner in crime, and that is Jan de Klippeler from Ernst & Young, which will also take a part of this presentation later on. We are very happy as an organizer to welcome also our co-host from Estonia, the Association of Estonian Printing and Packaging Industry, from Denmark, Gracom, and from the Netherlands, the KVGO. Our main sponsors of the hackathon are Ernst & Young, Intergraph, and since last week also SAPI. So what we are going to do is I'm going to recap very quick what the hackathon is all about, so that you have a good understanding on what are you going to participate in. This is a little bit the same as the last pre-event, but I will do it very fast. If there are questions, please raise your hand and then we will answer your questions right away. The main focus of this afternoon is to connect with each other. So you will have the opportunity later on this session to introduce yourself to the other participants. And the idea or the goal of this afternoon session is that at the end, you know each other a little bit better, and that new teams can be formed offline after this session, so that you will have the opportunity to share your knowledge with the other participants. Okay, let's kick off. It's a virtual hackathon as last year. So this is how it looks like. We have the Teams environment from Microsoft, which will be our main software to interact with each other. And within the Teams environment, we create channels, different channels for every team. So every team will have its own Teams channel where they can chat, video call, or exchange information. But we have also a technical channel if there are some problems, technical problems or organizational problems. You can use the technical challenge. We have also a fun channel. And of course, there are channels for the jury and for the mentors. And so this is how it will look like in that Teams environment. So as you know, a hackathon literally is a design sprint like of event, often in the area of software development, where people collaborate on software projects. The goal is to create a functioning software or hardware at the end of the event, but that is not how we see the European Graphic Arts Hackathon. We want to open up this initiative much more widely. This to convince as many companies and employees of that companies from within our industry to think about the future of print and to participate in this hackathon. We as an organization see this European Graphic Arts Hackathon as a method of, at first place, a method of creative troubleshooting, where people can reflect on what could be the next big thing in print. That can be a product or a service or something else, and where they take the time to look at specific challenges. The only thing, because the hackathon is free, that you have to invest is a little bit of time, 36 hours of your time. And that's the only thing that we ask from the participants. And of course, we also want some fun and some competition. That is what makes a hackathon interesting. So the teams will have to present their project to a jury at the end of the second day. And a question we get a lot from people who are interested in participating is, what kind of challenge should we come up with? And of course, this is not the most easy part. That's why we thought it would be a good idea to come up with some common ground as a starting point. The idea is to help with this grid that you see here, to help potential participants or teams to find their way and also their challenge in this, for the most of the participants, at least last year, new concept. So the common ground we created is based on this rudimentary drawing, where the vertical lines are more or less the subsectors of our industry, and the horizontal lines, what we think are important issues to address in our industry. I know you could argue on the verticals and also about the horizontal lines, but the main idea is that on the crossroads of those vertical and horizontal lines, we created questions. Those questions, you can find them at our websites when you drill down on those 6 challenges: commercial printing, packaging, labels, print and marketing, industrial print publishing. And then we have a subset of questions that can help you to find your challenge. But you are completely free to come up with a challenge. We only want to help with this grid, with these subset questions. So don't feel strained to attach to this questions. You can fill it in as you want. So why would you participate, Jan? Maybe you can elaborate on that a little bit more.
Well, what can I say? I think I'm preaching to the choir. Everybody knows this is a fantastic stage to present yourself as part of the solution, as part of the reinventor of the graphic arts industry, to foster the industry as a whole, but also to help you with your venture, whatever that is, whether you're a startup or corporate or any other contributor in the industry as an independent consultant or whatever, to help. We do it also for you, to offer you a stage. As you know, you will get a lot of publicity. Many journalists are listening in and learning what the trends are that are not set visible on a trade show, but are cooking in your heads. So this is really the stage where we want to co-invent together and invent the graphic arts industry. Use it for your own benefit. That's the best driver.
Yes, thanks, Jan. And what types of projects can be submitted, Jan?
Anything, as you say, we only give a canvas to paint on. Many sectors, many parts, not only software solutions, but processes, services, market research, anything in the broadest grid that Jos has shown can be a ground to make progress with the graphic art industry, as long as you can prove you made a very tangible step during the hackathon based on your pre-knowledge in any of the named dimensions here on the slide. So also there, hardly any limitations. Try us. I haven't heard anything that actually could not fit in the hackathon. I've seen very creative proposals here. Submit your ID and shoot.
I think important, if you compare our hackathon with a normal hacking in software environment, is that we are not only looking at software and hardware, but also new market approaches, new services, new products, new business models. Everything is possible.
Yeah, new applications for your consumables, new plugins, new interfaces, new connections in services and workflows, anything.
Okay, and just like every other hackathon, we also provide experts or mentors, as we tend to call them. So a mentor is not attached to a team, but the team can call in the expertise of the mentor during the hackathon. So if, for example, you want to check if you're on the right track at the second half day of the first day, well, then you can ask one of the mentors to join the team for, let's say, 10, 15, 20 minutes. And every mentor has his own expertise, which will be shown on a mural that we are preparing right now. And that is, I think, also accessible through our website. So if you need some feedback on business models, you check with a mentor that is an expert in business models, and you invite them for, let's say, 15 minutes in your team. At this moment, we have 20+ mentors that will be available during those two days of the hackathon. So we will publish updates on the website on a regular basis. It's quite an international group, as you see, with people that are skilled in different areas. Also for the jury, we have also a quite impressive jury, international jury this year. From Belgium, we have Kurt de Kat, who is editor-in-chief of the Belgian print magazine. His counterpart in the Netherlands is Robert Delfos from Print Matters. More international is Morten Reitoft from Inkish.be. He's Danish. We have Joe Francis from the UK Print Week. We have the Belgian Philip Foot, who is president from Finet, so labels are also present. We have Klaus Holm from Medit Consult, he's Danish, and we have Katra Savi from the Estonian Federation, and those 7 people will be our jury of this year. So the judging criteria are 3 ways. We have 1 line of innovation and technology. We have 1 line that goes on business value and go to market. And then the 3rd line is maturity of the proposed solution and prototype. So every proposal will be uploaded in the EY CogniStreamer platform. And the jury then in the back end can quote every challenge with these 3 lines. And then at the end, we will have a top 3 that will also win some really nice prizes. I don't think I have a slide in this presentation because SAPI only last week granted our the prize money. So the first prize will be €2,000 cash, and also 3 months of guidance through the SAPI innovation team in Brussels. They will also have a free entrance to the Benelux online print event that is in Antwerp on the 17th of February next year. And the second prize is €1,000 and free entrance of the Benelux online print event. And the third prize is free entrance of the Benelux online print event. And all the 3 winners are interviewed at the VIGC Congress the 9th of November. If it are abroad teams, then we connect them digitally within our Congress. If they can travel to Brussels, we will welcome them at our physical event on the 9th of November.
Probably a small comment, Jos, on in this what is on the screen now. Indeed, the criteria which are very important. It's all about innovation. It's all about creating value, and it's all about good, tangible, mature, stable, nice progress solution. Question we constantly get from students or from startups who might be concerned that they can never win on the 3rd criteria. The comment is there. We do value not only the maturity of what you propose, but also we value the knowledge leap which you make during the hackathon. So a very mature supplier, large corporation, obviously starts from a very high starting point with all the knowledge they created in the last century. What we do value is which knowledge leap did they create during the hackathon. So that also students who start from limited assets and resources or from small ideas can prove that during 48 hours they made a huge leap, so they can win also in that category. The knowledge leap during the hackathon is also valued, so that it becomes a fair competition between large corporations, startups, and academics.
Yeah, and we proved that last year, Ryan, because the winners of last year were a group of 5 young girls from the University of Ghent who didn't have any feeling with the real world. So the Smiles team won with a face recognition app last year, and it was the idea that made a difference. The hackathon agenda for this year. So we have 2 days of hacking on Monday and Tuesday. Every day we start with a plenary opening video conference of, let's say, 20-30 minutes, and then the teams can start hacking. During day one, on Monday, we will have also 3 workshops, one on business modeling, one on pitching, and one on digital transformation. We end the day also with a plenary hacking session. We will also have a marketing team in place that will interact with the teams during those 2 days, and that will ask for quotes and do small interviews, and we will use that footage in the plenary closing or opening sessions during day 1 and day 2. We, as an organizer, close the day at midnight on Monday, but of course it's free for the teams to hack all night long. At the end of the second day, at around 4 o'clock, all the teams will have to submit their solutions to the EY CogniStreamer platform. Then we close the hackathon, and then the judging will go on Wednesday and Thursday. On Friday morning, we will have a deliberation session with the jury, and then Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock, we will have the hackathon award ceremony, where the 3 winners will be announced during that session. And we will then also will have some testimonials and some fun facts that we collected during those 2 days of the hackathon. Okay, I think everybody saw our website. You can register as an individual or as a team. What we see right now is that we have a lot of individuals. That's also why we are going to give the stage to all of you within a few moments. The idea is that you introduce yourself, that you do a shout out to other individuals or the teams, or that teams do a shout out to individuals, and that we will have more teams that are formed, let's say, at the end of today, and you can subscribe through the click to registration button. All the profiles are shown on the participants page, the profile page that you see right below. So your personal name, your skills, what you are looking for, but also your LinkedIn profile can be left behind there, and that's the way how you can also interact after this session with each other. So as I mentioned, you can register as an individual or as a team. Individuals can also join existing teams, and individuals can team up. We had last year some mixed teams from PSP, suppliers, students, but you also can have a team from within one PSP or from within one supplier. Everything is possible there. So here you see the individual registrations with the names. If there is a team, as on David's profile, then the name of the team is also filled in, and also the skill sets and where the participant is looking for is shown here. At this moment, we have 3 teams. 4-piece team, that's a collaboration between 4-piece University of Ljubljana and the Ghent work group. We have 1 team from Stora Enso, and we have 1 team from ESCO. Stora Enso is going to do something about recycling, and ESCO is going to do something about color management and scanning profiles with a desktop copier. This is how the team's environment looks like. I don't think, Jan, we have to go into that quite deep, but you see the channels that are numbered from 1 till 99, and then below you see the channels of the different teams from last year. The same here with the CogniStreamer platform. Maybe, Jan, you can say a few words on that.
Well, very briefly, it's used by 2 people, by 2 groups of people. First of all participants will, by hitting the blue button in the middle of the screen, add a contribution, naming their name, the team composition, what they do and how they did it, adding a short video of 3 minutes, probably a presentation or a PDF. So submitting to your solution, and at the right side you see what the jury sees. They can consume in the tool easily and very comfortably, remote and virtually, all the material you have submitted and then rank it according to criteria which we already introduced. So it's a very comfortable tool for both participants, you as a participant to submit and the juries to evaluate and communicate amongst each other.
Maybe important to say is that what you need to upload is, of course, you have to fill out some boxes with the team members' names, short description of the project, but also you need to upload a PDF presentation and a video pitch of 3 minutes. What we saw last year is that some teams quite late decide to record the video pitch. So you need to be aware that you will have to take some time to do that video pitch and to script that also a little bit. Okay, so this is a software that we use. We mentioned that. Of course, all projects must be submitted in English because our Swedish and our Danish and our Portuguese is not that good. Of course, within the teams, you can choose whatever language you want, but uploading the files and the video has to be in English. These are some of the groups that were on the hackathon last year. And here you see the top 3 winners. As I mentioned before, 5 girls from the Lucas School of Arts in Ghent. The second place was for ESCO with the print quality map. And the third group was a mixed group with a consultancy firm, supplier, and a pre-press house from Belgium. So I don't know if there are any questions at this moment.
Shoot.
I don't see hands. I think for some of the people, and I see some familiar faces, this was not new information. I tried to make it so compact as possible. The idea right now is that I hand over to Jan, because he's very good in moderating.
No.
So he will give you the opportunity to introduce yourself. So Jan, the stage is yours.
Okay. Good. So I'm Jan de Clipper from EY. We are co-organizing this behind the scenes together with VIGC. The goal now is to actually introduce very briefly ourselves, each of you. Some of you are very well known, others have done that probably in a previous iteration, but each of you gets about, I would say, 1 minute, because we're 24 here, and we just have a bit more than half an hour to go. About 1 minute saying what brings you, who you are, what brings you to the hackathon, what you want to do in 3 words. You want to fly to the moon, probably in the packaging segment. Yes, that's what it is. And what you still need or what you offer, depending on whether you're a team or an individual. So again, anything is allowed on that one. I would go through the list alphabetically. So I suggest in the Teams thing, you click on the participants panel so that you see the alphabetical order, so that you more or less know, because there's many of us here, in which order I might call you in for your golden 1 minute. I will do that in an alphabetical order. Let me start by hijacking the meeting myself and share briefly. Again, I violate my own rules, but there is an exception here. With the goal to introduce Julie Dumoulin. She is in the participant list on the website. Julie Dumoulin, she is representing a startup in Belgium, Opinry, and she has a very smart platform apparently to evaluate different types of designs online with A/B testing, probably, I don't know the details, so that you can test various designs prior to putting them ink on paper. So this might be a very nice killer app to speed up, to improve the design process. And she's a startup. She's the founder of a startup, and she still is looking for participants to join her team, because she wants to apply her concept. Very probably it's applicable everywhere, but she wants to apply it in the packaging and label industry. So if you're a designer or any other, look at her question on the website, Julie Dumoulin from a startup. And the reason why I take her pitch is because she was hit by a personal emergency and an urgency this morning and she couldn't join. So that's what I would like to share. Julie Dumoulin is check out her profile on the website. She's still looking for help to join her on a nice venture, which is solid, the startup Opinri. Okay, that being said, replacing persons who are not here, I would now, as promised, go through the list. I will definitely mispronounce your names and I will definitely forget your affiliation. Sorry if I ask double question, but the stage is yours. Adigun, please, can you share what brings you to the hackathon? Hello.
I think Adigun, you have to unmute Adigun.
Are you still, yes, you're still on mute. I think I saw you on board. I don't see your picture. Adigun.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
Me? Yeah. Good morning.
Hello.
I'm from Nigeria. From Nigeria.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, we hear you.
I'm a graphic designer. Yeah, I'm a graphic designer. I work with brands and I create designs for startups in Nigeria. So that's what I do.
Okay. Anything you want to add to that? What you want to do during the hackathon?
Yeah, actually, this is my first time joining this kind of program. So actually, I just want to learn from the professionals. So this is my first time.
Okay, good. We can see your profile on the website. Thanks for introducing yourself. Next, we go to Lars Åkesson.
Yes, hi all. My name is Lars Åkesson from Sweden, working for Stora Enso. I'll be joining my sort of Stora Enso team with the challenging for recyclability or the quality of the recycled material to be able to produce a good paper to be printed on. So,
okay, thanks. If please mention if you still need other inputs, other team members potentially to join, or you can
absolutely.
do that.
That is of course very interesting to sort of hook up with other guys that have sort of other inputs. It's always sort of interesting to have new eyes on something. And so I've been in the company for like 30 years, and then I'm sort of a paper engineer and also a graphical engineer.
Okay, so I understand the Stora Enso team is still open for other participants and inspiration to join the team. Next on the list we have.
Thanks.
Thank you, Lars. We have Amit Kumar. Please introduce yourself. Hello, Amit, you're on mute. Hello. Okay, then probably we come back. Next on the list we have Anne Kestens. Anne, can you briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, but I will not be a participant of the event. I'm just following the event to see how it's organized.
Okay.
So it won't be very
useful. What's your background?
I'm working for FEBELGRA, the Federation of the Belgian Graphical Sector.
Okay.
And I'm responsible for the communication of the federation. So I'm in contact with Just from time to time, and I just want to follow the hackathon to see how it's organized so that maybe we can cooperate together in the future.
Okay, but with your background, I think you can do more than just follow. You might be tempted to join a team or to contribute with your skills or whatever.
Yeah, maybe. So, if I have the time, yes.
Okay, next we have, thank you. Next we have Arjan Meijer. But hello, Arjan. Hello, Arjan Meijer. You're on mute. Nothing's here for now. Next we have Bram Verniest. Hello, Bram.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for inviting. I'm Bram Verniest, indeed, co-founder and chief evangelist at Chile Publish. At Chile Publish, we make software to automate the creative process in graphic arts production for print and for digital outputs. You could say that my strength is in software and technology, and my personal mantra is to eliminate creative waste. So we strive to liberate the designers from repetitive tasks and to allow brands to scale faster with more personalized visual communication. That is my personal strive to help people there. So I'm happy to help out as a mentor during this hackathon.
Again, thank you, Bram. I don't again want to violate our own rules, but we have seen before, and it is allowed if you ask me and bribe Jos, we have seen mentors being carried away passionately and joining teams. That is also possible if you uncover opportunities. Bram, you have lots of technical resources and background. You might be able to contribute in unforeseen ways beyond being just a mentor.
I'm happy to call in resources from the company if that can help out with any team.
Yeah. Again, the only people we expect to be neutral are the jury members, but mentors and participants, who cares? Jump and swim.
Okay.
Next, we have on the list Nick Gavriluk. Help me, I pronounce your name very bad, I assume. Hello.
I'm used to it my whole life, no problem. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Nick Gavriluk. I'm currently working for Heidelberg at their world headquarters in Germany. I'm also a part-time MBA student at Frankfurt School of Finance and Management. Undecided if I want to go the mentor route or joining a group. It's been a pleasure to learn a lot more about the event so far. And a little bit about my background. I'd say very diverse perspective of the industry, having worked for the equipment manufacturers, as well as print service providers. Also very passionate about finance, accounting, and even things like, disruptive business models. So looking forward to working with everyone here in the coming months.
Okay. Again, don't hesitate to join teams and to help them, or multiple teams. Okay, and next on the list we have my colleague, EY colleague Johnny Waterschoot. Johnny, stage is yours from the high-tech industry.
Hello. Yes, sorry, I'm just switching back my camera on. So only mostly serving as a what do you call it? As a mentor. So colleague of Jan, but also worked before with companies like EMEC, iMinds, Intel. So anything that you guys need in terms of support for mentoring during the day itself, I'm there to help out.
Great. Next we have Jorge Lopez. Hello, Jorge Lopez. You're on mute. Okay, no information yet, but we might close loop at the end. Next on the list we have Jos Klaas.
Hello, everybody. Hope you can hear me.
Yep, loud and clear.
That's fine. Better than last year. Then the mic didn't work. So I participated last year in the hackathon, joining the team Media House. So myself, a little bit about me. I'm the owner of, co-owner of To Imagine, which is a cloud platform for Adobe InDesign. So customers can edit, collaborate on native InDesign files, but from a browser. So you don't need Adobe desktop installed. Further, we automate InDesign documents with content coming from other systems, BIM, DAM, etc. So that's what we imagined us. Aside from this business, which is mainly run by my partner, Jo Heilen, I'm a UX consultant. So I assist companies and teams with design thinking, Google design sprints up to UX prototyping and UX research. And that is about solving design problems, development of new products, business models, brainstorm sessions. So as I said, I participated last year. So this year I'm an individual. I'm looking for a team. I can assist in coaching the team, leading brainstorm sessions using Miro, this online whiteboard, creating the value propositions, creating the UX design if it's about a digital product, and the final presentation, so creating the PDF, the video, and everything with it. So look what.
Great. Please all check out the participant list and seek for the complementarities and where you can contribute or probably form a team. Okay, next on the list we have Lisbeth van Kamp. Lisbeth, she is the hackathon. She's the person behind the website and behind the whole organization. The stage is yours, Lisbeth.
Yes, so I am Lisbeth. I'll be the one spamming you all with all those emails and ask for informations and all those things. So I will be all behind the scenes all the time, helping you guys out or bothering you with some questions to get a mini interview for our after movie. Also the winners that will be invited on our Congress November 9. All that practical organization will be done by me. So you haven't heard the last of me.
Okay, good. Next on the list we have Merke Luuk from Estonia.
Yeah, so Merke Luuk has sent a chat message. They are not able to speak at the time, but they wrote, I am from Estonia. I work as a designer and study graphic design. I am interested in printing, packaging, and labeling solutions. I am also very interested in recycling. I have done some projects around that in university. So Merke Luuk is also on the profile page. So if anyone wants to connect, click the button.
We might need to connect Merke with Julie Dumoulin, which I introduced. Probably there's some synergies there. Okay, thanks Lisbeth for introducing Merke. Next we have Anna Onyata. Well, yep. Do we need to introduce Anna?
Thank you, Dan. Hello, everybody. Good afternoon. Happy to be here again this year. I had the honor to participate in the hackathon 1 year ago, also as mentor. For those who do not know me, I am intrapreneur at SAPI, so driving digital innovation within SAPI, but also supporting the company to develop new technologies or new solutions that contribute to increasing the customer experience, but also increasing sustainable efficiency within the industry itself. I'm based in Amsterdam, and I will be mentor again this year. So yeah, looking very much forward to meeting you all, those who I do not know yet, and helping you during the hackathon, of course, with mentorship.
It's one of the persons I suspect to jump in one or more teams, more than a mentor.
But that's very likely.
Okay, next we have Peter. Hello, Peter Boots.
There are two Peters on the list, so I was wondering, but it's indeed me. Hello, everybody. My name is Peter. I work for a company called Universal Woods. I'm based in Belgium. We are strategic partner of the VIGC, and that's how we got interested in the hackathon. Honestly, I wasn't really sure whether this would be an opportunity for us to join as a team or myself as an individual. Now that I've been listening in, I think that I'm going to register as a team, where I would like to investigate together with some creative minds, graphic designers, product designers, what we can do with our product. And Jan, we already had a discussion at a previous occasion where you said, how can the industry use the product Chromolux to fly to the moon? Well, let's see if we can take our product to the moon. So I'm going to register as a team. And like I said, I think the profile that I can use for the team are graphic designers, product designers, people who are at the cutting edge of the graphic arts industry.
And in your case, not so much to develop new software, but to probably explore and invent new applications for your spectacular material and imaging process. So also new applications for substrates and materials can also be subject of this hackathon. Thank you, Peter. And please register fast and populate the page here so that people can really find the connections. Next on the list.
No, wait, Jan. Wait, one more pitch. If people are at FESPA next week, make sure to pay us a visit, and then we can discuss how we can build this team.
Okay, you can start a hackathon early. That's one of the tricks of the not really allowed, but okay, if that helps the industry, we're tolerant. Please check out Peter's profile soon and find him on FESPA. Next is another Peter, Peter Luit.
Yes, pronounced well. I'm Peter Lewitt, as they say in English. I'm from the Netherlands, and I'm publisher of 2 online publications in the Netherlands. And I'm a mentor also for the second time, and I really enjoy being part of the team. I have a broad knowledge of all major aspects in the printing industry, and I'm happy to help anyone who is involved in what kind of challenge they have.
Okay, thank you. Next on the list we have Philippe Voet. Philippe.
Hi everyone, Philippe Voet, as already said by Jos, label printer, and will be one of the jury members.
Okay, you cannot join team.
No, I have to be neutral.
Still, you can inspire people by being and joining the process. Thank you, Philip. Next on the list, we have Sander Janssen.
Yes, hi. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm a business consultant specialized in the digital transformation of companies, or I prefer to say I consult companies who want to remain relevant in a digitizing society. The majority of my customers, the companies I work for, they do invest in new technology, but not only to become more efficient in their production method, but also to explore new business models and new products. So that is what I do with the business teams. And I have a background in the publishing industry, but it's very broad at the present moment. I teach in high school, high universities, it's pronounced, and I write management books. And I'm really looking forward to find challenging teams, and maybe I stick to 1 or 2 into them and try to develop with the team how they can launch their concept into the market.
And you're also giving a workshop, Sander.
Yeah, one of the methods that I use and apply is I give workshops, and I want to do that on this occasion in I have 20-minute workshop where I hope I can do together with the teams to find out how mature they are in their business model and what the next step can be in the market. So only in 20 minutes, so that's very challenging for me, but I think we can do that.
Okay, again, repeating myself, mentors can be all over, should be all over the place. Reach out to the teams and the individuals and the other way around. They can act more as experts with some spot knowledge, with a specific, probably highly technical or highly business related question. On the other end of the spectrum for mentors, they can, to be honest, can also end up being coaches if they're more entrepreneurs. We have typically senior managers there, and they can lead the team. They might not have the expertise, but they might have other skills to keep and bring the teams together. That's also another form of mentoring, which is greatly appreciated. Thank you, Sander. Next on the list, we have Teresa Borba from Lisbon, Portugal. Hello, Teresa. You're on mute.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm the manager of Epigraph, the Portuguese printing and paper converting industries in Portugal. I'm here as Fabelga as an observer, not a participant. I think the hackathon, the printing industry hackathon, is a brilliant idea, and a great opportunity for companies and people. And we are trying to get some traction on this idea in Portugal, not with a great success till the moment, but we're striving. So
good. Thank you for your contributions. And again, based on, I mean, you were there last year and served as an hub in the network. Please reach out to with the things you see evolving on stage with a growing number of participants. Reach out to your network and stimulate people to join also last minute. No problem. Thanks, Teresa. And last on my list, but again, the list is dynamic and is moving. We have Piet Wille. Piet,
hello, good afternoon. My name is Piet Wille. I'm working for Stora Enso, situated in the Lange Brugge mill near Ghent. And the reason why we joined with the team is because the last years, carton waste and paper waste streams have been through a complete different method, meaning that we're facing today really big problems in separating paper streams from carton board streams because there is a mixed up collection in Europe. Despite every year investments in new technologies like near infrared based on LRB recognition, we still have big problems that we have the wrong mixed fibers into the final paper. And therefore we believe that we must look to another way of separating printed samples. And we believe that if we could make printed material more smarter, for example, by using codes that are included, it should be possible to separate better valuable fibers from fibers that can't be used in paper production. And of course, this smarter printed material could also contain added info for other added value and perhaps multiple process things that also could put added value into a simple printed magazine. So this is a little bit the idea behind what we are looking for. So we are looking on a smarter way to recognize printed material based on the material that has been used, meaning paper, used inks, used varnishes, and so on.
Thank you very much. Sustainability indeed is a very important theme in many projects and wherever we are today in business. Okay, this was at least according to my list, but again, the list has been shuffled. Is there anybody else who didn't have the chance to speak up when we went over the list because of technical issues? Then I would say speak out now or be silent forever. You can speak up forever. Anybody else to add something to the list who didn't speak up before? No.
I see, Jan, that Marke Luke is currently not able to contribute as a speaker, but he wrote something.
We already had that, Jos.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry. I was.
You got kicked out for a moment.
I was. Sorry for that.
No problem. Perfect. Again, check out the website profile pages. You see there many more participants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry to add on, but we've got Jorge Lopez who wants to talk.
Jorge.
Okay. Good afternoon. Sorry for didn't hear my name. I belong to Epigraph and I'm just an observer and watching this interesting and excellent initiative to be able to eventually promote and inspire some candidates, some Portuguese candidates, which until now it hasn't happened. So, but we hope we can have some Portuguese candidates, of course. Thank you very much.
Thank you for this contribution. Okay, so we went over the list. I was mentioning that on the website there are more participants who couldn't make it for now. I spoke up for Julie Dumoulin, who pinged me just before this meeting, but there's many other participants with an intriguing or interesting profile. Look, I mean, make the connection, get in touch with them through LinkedIn. And again, well, as you see, we have already a very rich community. Might be a bit chaotic for now. That's the whole scheme. It's a broad canvas with lots of applications, lots of things to be happen, but that's exactly what's happening during hackathon. So for those who feel a bit insecure because of what you just heard, the diversity of things, that's exactly why we do it. This is self-organizing. What I would ask each of you, whether you're a participant or here as a mentor or a jury member, honestly, you're all experts in your industry, otherwise you would not be here. I know 100% sure that each of you knows a handful of local universities and schools in the graphic arts industry. Each of you knows quite a few startups in your personal address book whom you know will benefit if they get a European stage to propose their startup. Each of you is well connected with print providers, service providers, sometimes with suppliers in the industry. Make the connection. It's your duty in your role as an industry organization or whatever. It's not too late, actually. This is the real starting point. The countdown starts. We always see this happening. It's a slow start when we start up the engine in summertime, and then we see an exponential growth, just like last year. Reach out with what you saw here today to your network and bring in multiple participants. Remind them of the golden opportunity of so many journalists across the industry needing a story, and they will write a story not based on a leaflet of a vendor or whatever. That's boring literature. They will base their story on inspiring new innovations that they will see a glimpse of in the hackathon. So reach out to your network and bring them fast to the registration page and keep on interacting. We have an agenda here. We might, again, I'm probably speaking a little bit ahead of time here. We might adapt the agenda between now and the countdown to the hackathon for potential other interactions. Lisbeth will spam you with probably other pre-events if needed or if possible or if required. But you know the drill. This network is the nucleus of what we do, and we will grow it from here further. Thanks in advance for all your contributions. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.